reputed gang member was found guilty of murder and attempted murder Wednesday for killing 2 teenage bystanders and wounding 5 others in a shooting at a crowded Englewood fast food restaurant. Regina Brown said every dream was shattered when she learned her 17-year-old son, Dontrell Brown, was slain at the church's chicken at 66th and Halstead. But she said felt blessed knowing Arthur Chaney will not harm anyone else. "I'm glad justice was served," said Willa Mae Jackson, the mother of 16-year-old Joanne Ross, the other murder victim, upon hearing the jury's verdicts after a little over 2 hours of deliberation. Neither Brown, a student at Prosser Career Academy, nor Ross, a student at Robeson High School, were Chaney's intended targets on December 27, 2011. But Chaney, a gangster disciple, was bent on shooting black disciples as he jumped out of a silver SUV and fired 15 times toward his rivals, Assistant State's Attorney John Marr said in his closing arguments earlier Wednesday. Kenny Lofton managed to escape unharmed and Terry Rush suffered a graze wound to his right hand during the violent fracas. Assistant Public Defender Kathleen Moriarty suggested that Lofton and Rush were pressured by detectives to finger Chaney as the gunman. Their best potential witnesses knew little art, but they said that the shooter was unknown, Moriarty said. Police, knew who they wanted the witnesses to identify. During the 4-day trial, Lofton said he initially denied knowing who shot at him but later identified Chaney after cops asked him who he had a beef with. Lofton, a 24-year-old convicted felon, also said he was involved in a shootout with Chaney weeks before the church's chicken murders. Rush, who is behind bars for driving on a revoked license, said he was pushed to identify Chaney. But prosecutors pointed out that Rush also told the grand jury and another assistant state's attorney that when he turned around and ran into Church's chicken for cover, he saw Chaney armed with a weapon. Lofton and Rush clearly did not want to take the stand, but they both identified Chaney just hours after the bullets were sprayed on the victims, Marr said on Wednesday. Marr also said it was noteworthy that Chaney had gunshot residue on his jacket after his arrest and that he was seen on surveillance footage getting the SUV cleaned at a car wash an hour after the shootings. Also damning was the phone calls Chaney, now 28, made to fellow gangster disciples, asking them to track down witnesses in order to influence his trial, Marr said. Marr played the recording in which a man, allegedly one of Chaney's friend, is heard saying, "We've got to look out for each other. Innocent people don't sick GDs on witnesses," Marr said. Outside court, Regina Brown, 38, said it was painful watching footage of the massacre as the trial unfolded in Judge Matthew Coughlin's courtroom. "It was like watching them get killed again," she said. Regina Brown said her happy-go-lucky son enjoyed playing basketball. Dontrell Brown also was fond of fixing cars, cooking and music, and planned to attend college, his mother said. Ross also loved basketball and had hopes of being drafted by the NBA, Jackson said.